Welcome back to Fit for Life. I have a good class for you today, and I'm not going to tell you what it's about. What I'd like to start with is a couple of my wonderful, interesting sayings from Age Doesn't Matter Unless You're a Cheese. So let's read a couple for you just to, get you thinking a little bit. It says, go out on a limb. That's where the fruit is. So what that means is start an exercise program for yourself. Don't be afraid, because you're going to love it out there, and you're going to feel better. The second saying for today is from Julia Child. I know you all know who she is. Very interesting life, great program, great cook. Maybe some of you have tried her recipes in the past. The interviewer says, "To what do you attribute your longevity?" And she says, red meat and gin. I do not advise that. You can have it once in a while, but she was funny too. She had a great sense of humor. So now you should all be sitting in a chair waiting for me, waiting to get started. And without thinking about your posture, don't move. How do you feel your posture is right now? We can't really see it unless you have a mirror to either side and can look. But just to straighten yourself out, just put your hands on your knees and pull yourself up. Pull those shoulders down. See the difference? We just get too comfortable doing this all the time. And it's okay, but not every single minute of every day. You don't want to be, just slouching and too relaxed. Now is the time to straighten it out, so hopefully those muscles will remember, right? So let's do this. Pull ourselves up, pull the shoulders down. How do you know you have poor posture? How would you know that unless you're looking in a mirror, and even then it's difficult unless you have a friend to tell you. I would go to see a physical therapist. If you don't want to do that, a good massage therapist can help you with that, and also a chiropractor. So if you really want to see where your posture is and whether or not you need some help, try those 3 places, okay? All right, now contributors to poor posture are many. One of them is lack of flexibility, which we talked about yesterday, muscle imbalance. Some of the health effects are increases in wear and tear. If your body isn't aligned over the knees and over the hips and over the shoulders, you're going to wear out in kind of an odd way or a lopsided way, and that throws your back off too, doesn't it? So let's just keep that in mind. So it's wear and tear on your joints. You're going to have back and neck pain, and you're going to have headaches, and sometimes even trouble with your breathing. When you're rounded like this, you're just pushing on your diaphragm, and that's inhibiting your breathing a little bit. So keep that in mind. You're going to feel better and even swallow better when you're straight. Some people are eating like this. You don't want to do that. So try to straighten up a little. You don't want to do that square meal we've heard about for years, right? So just keep that in mind. Also, other very good things to do for your posture is yoga or Tai Chi. And also Pilates is very good. And the stretching we did in the last class also is very, very helpful. So that's what we're going to do today. But first we're going to warm up a little bit with our big band music, which we really like. And then we're going to do some seated exercise for posture. And there are things that you can even be doing and people might not even know that you're doing it. So we'll keep that in mind. We'll start the music just to warm up the muscles a little bit. Yes. Let's just rock a little bit. Back and forth. Good. Wonderful. We're going to warm those muscles up first so they stretch better. You're just going to kick out. Try to sit up straight if you can. Holding on or not. Either one. Good. Keep kicking. Try to straighten that leg out a little bit. Feels good. Yes. Now you're going to reach across and way up, across. Now, because you're not used to going up with your arms like this, you're going to feel it a little bit. You shouldn't be out of breath. All right, now let's reach down and down, over here. Good. Reach and reach. Great. Let's bend that knee a little bit, but your arms are going up. So you're really dancing now. This is kind of the 20s type dancing, isn't it? Up. Ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-da. Legs straight. Touch that knee. Touch your knee. So we're using our legs. So we're getting a little stretching there. Not much, but we are stretching out the upper body. Good. Now, out to the side. Out to the side with your legs. Good. Not way out, just a little bit. A little bit. One more. Good. Now just one leg and one arm. Out and out. How does that feel? Easy stuff, but you're moving. That's the important thing. Using your muscles, your breath. Keep going. Keep going. Couple more. 5, 6, 7. 2 more. Here. Now watch. Up, down, out, and back. So we're just combining 2 things that we've already done. Out, and up, and out. Up. Couple more. Arms out, arms up, arms out, arms out. Good. Out and up. Out. Getting tired? It's a little fast, isn't it? Out. Up. Out. Up. Whoops! Don't do that to your glasses, okay? Now, cross over. Cross. So elbow comes down a little bit. If you can touch your leg, that's good. Means you're fairly flexible. Over. Over. Good. Couple more. Last one. Now watch. Under and over. Tightening that abdomen a little bit. Warming up the muscles. Let's use the arms too. Yeah. Under and over and under and over. Keep going. Under, over. Bring those arms up if you can a little bit. Now don't forget the grand finale. We all have to holler a little bit here. Woo! How do you feel? Kind of tingly, a little bit warm. Are you out of breath? If you are a little bit, don't worry about it, okay? Grab some water. I have my water here. Just a drop. It helps to lubricate all your joints. Flush out your kidneys. Very important, we don't do enough of this. As far as how much, depends. You know, you can count your coffee and tea and your juices and your milk and things like that. And a lot of vegetables are mostly water, most of them. Keep that in mind so you can count that too. How you would do that, I don't know. But you will know how you feel inside. So just keep that in mind. Try to drink a little bit more water. Are you ready to start some sitting exercises for posture? Now, the most important thing, I think, is the head. It's usually forward. The chin is usually out like this, or down. So the first thing you should try to remember to do as an exercise, and you can do this really anywhere, even sitting in your car driving, pull that chin back, not down. Pull it back. And if your head is touching the headrest, that's good. You can drive this way, and you can still see very well. So keep that in mind. So you can use that neck rest. So don't forget. Again, most of us are here. The head is forward. It creates a great strain on your upper back, which increases the strain on your spine. And that's where you start getting pain and misalignments and things. So if you could just remember that this one exercise, it would do you good. So just keep it in mind. It's called the chin tuck. But you know what? Why don't we strengthen the neck a little bit so we can maintain our head in one place? So you're going to clasp your hands, put them right here at your neck, sitting up straight again, and see how far back you can get your elbows. How does that feel? Why don't we do a stretch for our side while we're here, and it won't be so boring. So we're getting a stretch for the side too, which is great. Now you can do this lying down. If you're doing yoga on the floor, just lie down and see if those elbows will touch the floor. You can do it in bed even. So keep that in mind. Exercise is easier in bed, so if you can get down on the floor, do it. So let's take a breath up through the nose first. Exhale and get those elbows back and hold, 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 hold. Very good. All right. Well, just relax a little bit. Drop your chin down. Feels good to do nothing sometimes, doesn't it? And you're going to lift your head up, look up at the ceiling. Great. All right. Now let's try something else that I've done before, but I've done it standing. We can still do it seated. You're going to take your arms, just put them behind your back, and see if you can grab your elbows. I'm going to stand up here, and I want you to see what I'm doing. Come forward in the chair a little bit. If this is uncomfortable, don't worry about it. Just do it sometime standing up. See if you can reach or touch your elbows here. Get those shoulders back. Great. You're still holding. It's not comfortable if you have arthritis or you're not flexible and these muscles and joints are tight. But just do the best you can. Another exercise I like to do is take one arm and put it in back at the waist. With your free hand, grab your wrist or your hand and pull across just a little bit. That will flatten out your back. Try the other side. So you're just going to put the other arm in back, pull across, and sit up nice and straight. Not too bad, right? Let's try another one. Let's grab the elbows, sitting up nice and straight, and pull across. Make sure your back is straight, your shoulders are down. Good. And then we're going to pull across. Don't turn your body now. You're using your body to just hold you nice and straight. Pull across again. And then once more, the other way. Another easy exercise, and again, good for posture and flexibility. Just bring your arms up, clasp your hands together, sitting straight. Try to pull the shoulders down and very gently push back 1, 2, how does that feel? 3, and 4. And I'm tightening my abdomen as I do this. It just kind of happens naturally when you exercise. So one type of exercise might benefit another type, right? And back. Oh boy, that's wonderful. Oh, you've been working really hard. So why don't we just give ourselves a hug? Cross your arms, grab your shoulders, and come forward with a round back. And you can look up at me if you want. You never have to drop your head down if you don't want to or if it's uncomfortable or not good for you, right? Sitting up nice and straight, grab those shoulders again, round your back, and come forward. So this is the opposite of good posture, but it's okay because we're just stretching in a different way. Very good. Now, this is one that I really love, and you can do this anywhere. Even if you're in an audience and watching a play or listening to a lecture, just put your hands on your knees. You can bring your back away from the chair or not, but just pull yourself up nice and straight. Pull those shoulders down. How does that feel? Isn't that great? It's so easy to do. Now do the opposite. Lift your shoulders up and round your back. Pull the abdomen in a little bit when you do that, okay? So let's breathe up through the nose and pull up. Oh, that's gonna feel great. And as you exhale, round, round, pull the abdomen in or tighten the abdomen a little bit. One more time. You're kind of pushing and pulling against the knees. Shoulders come down nice and tall. And just make sure that the head isn't forward. Your head weighs from 10 to 12 pounds. And if your head is out here, all of these upper body muscles are having a problem keeping the head up. So each time you come forward, each degree you come forward, you're putting more weight on the head and making it harder. So these muscles are going to get stretched out and sore. So that's why you want to keep that chin pulled in. Your ears should be over the shoulders. Can we do that? You might have to look in a mirror to do that too. So just keep that in mind. It's a strain on your back, on your spine, when your head is too far forward. That can also be inherited. Sometimes that's a family trait. So just keep that in mind. You're going to have to work a little bit harder, all right? I believe it's called kyphosis. Keep that. That's a rounding cervical area. So you're going to pull the shoulders down, nice and tall. Let me give you an easy exercise for posture. Just getting those elbows back. Back again. Back again. But try not to come up all the way back. Just hold that for a while. So that isn't too bad, right? That's an easy one. Let's do a little twist while we're here. I'm going to come forward and just twist. Bring your arms up a little bit and then to the other side. And just turning this way will straighten you out a little bit. There's lots we can do. But if you could just remember to pull that chin in, do the chin tuck, not down like this, remember? All right. Now we're going to do something we've done, I think, once or twice before. It's called the Wayne Cook posture. And I love to do this one. It's a good energy medicine exercise, but it's also good for posture. And this is what you're going to do. You're going to bring one leg up. This is my good side. This is so easy to do on this side because I can feel a little pull in the hip. Can you feel that? All right. So your ankle is just above the knee or wherever it is comfortable. If you can pull it in a little bit closer to your body, that would be good. Shoulders down again. Inside of the knee, very gently push down. So you might say, well, why is this good for posture? It just kind of straightens you out a little bit. And the last thing I'm going to give you with this exercise is to take the free hand, there's an opening here, underneath, and hold on to your leg. And this is almost a lazy way to flatten out your back because you're holding on and it's kind of comfortable, don't you think? I'm holding the ankle and underneath the leg. And if you're here and you pull up, that's kind of where you should be. Isn't this fun? I love this. Bring the leg in a little bit more if you want to stretch that hip out. So you see we're stretching as we're improving posture. And remember what you're going to do when you get into your car today or tomorrow. Pull that head back into the headrest. That's the first thing we did for posture. And hopefully at least that will stay with you. So let's try the other side. Yeah, bring that leg up. Ooh, this one a little tighter on this side. So I'm going to push down to try to open the hip up a little. Don't overdo it. I mean, you should feel something, but it shouldn't be a real strain. Down, down, down. Good. All right. Still feeling pretty good? Bring the leg in closer if you can. Free arm goes right through here and under, and you're grabbing kind of the shin area, calf and the shin area, and sit up nice and tall. So it's kind of cheating a little bit, I guess, you know? But make sure the shoulders are down. Let's take a breath here, up through the nose, and exhale through your mouth. And as you exhale, let that chin drop down, and exhale for as long as you possibly can. Wonderful. And you're going to bring your head back up, and we're going to take a little rest. We've been working hard, haven't we? I'm going to grab some water again. Tomorrow we do our second strength training show. So we're going to use bands. Make sure you have your bands ready, your exercise bands. We do it twice a week. 3 is okay if you want to. If you feel you need that third session, you're just starting out maybe. But make sure there's a day in between. Don't forget that. That muscle tissue needs time to heal itself. And then when it does heal, you get a tiny bit stronger. And when you stop doing that for a couple of weeks, you'll notice you're not as strong as you usually are. So let's do one more now. The last one we're going to do is the one we probably did near the beginning. You're going to pull yourself up nice and straight. Feels good now, doesn't it? Pull the shoulders down. And now we're going to do a little stretch for the upper back. Shoulders forward, up, back, and down again. Forward, up slowly. You can do this standing too. Again, forward, up, and then one more, and forward. Now we have to do a little bit standing, so let's do that today. I'm going to give you something that I find kind of easy to do. You can also do it in front of a sink or have a couch in back of you and do it. I'm going to turn the chair around this way. I'd like you to turn your chair like this. All right? I'm going to turn mine like this. And you're going to turn so that you can grab this in back. Grab the chair back here. Pull those shoulders down. And then bring your shoulder blades together. Walk forward a little bit, a couple of steps. This is wonderful for posture. Can you see where it would be? Let's look up at the ceiling. Push that chin up to the ceiling. Great. And then we'll walk back. I love this one because it's kind of easy to do because you're holding on. The chair is doing some of the work for you, isn't it? So you're walking forward, hold on, make sure the shoulder blades come together, and don't arch your back, but tuck that pelvis under just a little bit by pushing it forward, holding on. So I thought you might like this one. I do. And you get a little help with it. That's the good part. Let's look up at the ceiling, push those hips forward. We'll do a little bit of a back bend here, and then we'll come back. All right, let's do one more. I can tell you want to do it. I can feel it. Again, nice and tall, tucked under, and we're going to walk forward. So again, you can do this at the sink, with a chair, a couch, something you can hold on to. All right, let's drop those arms down. Just swing them back and forth a little bit. Good, easy. Now let's do a circle back, a circle back. This is a nice overall upper body stretch. Doesn't that feel good? Something you'd never do ordinarily. All right, and now let's go forward. Let's do a forward circle as if you're swimming. Don't hit that chair, be careful. Good. All right. Now, we've just got a few minutes left. We're going to do the table back. What is the table back? We did it yesterday, by the way. It's a stretch, and it's good for your posture, both. All right, holding onto the chair now. Wherever your chair is, just get behind it. And you're going to walk back, flatten out that back. Your arms should be straight, and you're going to try to make a table with your back. Again, again. Keep your head up. You can hold this in, hold that abdomen in a little bit. This is great, a great exercise for that. Bend your knees just to relieve that pressure a little bit. Straighten your legs and see if you can get the back a little bit flatter. Have someone look at you to see where you are on this. All right, it does work. It does take a little practice. Bend your knees again. Good. And flatten one more time. Great stretch for all the way down the back. Walking back slowly. How does it feel? Pretty good? All right, you're going to lift one arm up and really reach up. Pull that right up. Tuck under again or push the hips forward, whichever makes more sense to you. And we'll do a little bit of a back bend. If you want to be a dancer, this is something you have to do. It's not too late. The other arm up, pushing those hips forward, and we'll do a back bend. Oh, that feels so good. All right. Now, because you know I'm very into keeping your balance, preventing falls, let's just try something, okay? We're going to do a yoga movement. Your hands are going to be right here in front of you in the prayer position. Your feet are turned out a little bit. Your heels are not touching, okay? They're apart a couple of inches. And you're just going to lift that heel up. Make sure that knee is turned out. I will always do little exercises, little extra things now and then that I think are really important. You're going to bring that foot in a little bit. Again, tucking under. Bring your weight forward in one piece, not forward this way. Your whole body comes forward. All right, now what you're going to do is lift that foot up. Whoops, stay tucked under. I do this at home perfectly, but because you're watching, I can't do it. And just see if you can bring that foot off the floor for a couple of seconds. If you tuck under, you can do it. All right, good. Now we'll put that foot down, do a little knee bend just to relax that tension. All right, we're going to do the other leg now, the other side. You're going to bring the heel up, turn that knee out nice and tall. Weight is forward so that you can lift the heel of the supporting leg. If you're back too far, you cannot lift the heel and you might lose your balance there. You're going to bring the foot in. Good. And then just see if you can lift that foot up for a couple of seconds. Sometimes it takes a couple of tries. See if you can do it. It should really be all the way up there, but we're not going to do that. So have a seat. You deserve a little rest. Grab some water if you need to. All right, let's come forward in the chair. We're going to take this nice and slow and just drop forward. Let's stretch that spine out a little bit because we've been putting a lot of tension on it. So you're coming forward. Grab your ankles if you want to and pull yourself down with a flat back or whatever you think is a flat back. It's hard to tell, isn't it? So this is spinal flexion. Slowly come up. Grab your hands together. Very gently push back. This is called spinal extension. You're flattening out that natural curve in the upper back, the cervical curve. Great. Feels pretty good. Let go and reach way up and way up. Good. Stretching will also help with your posture because when those muscles get tight, it just kind of pulls us inward, doesn't it? So we don't want that. It's very aging. Looks like a lack of confidence. To me, it does anyway. Let's do something really simple. Palms up, arms out, and back. Very gently push back. This is a very simple exercise. It really is. All right. Hands here. We'll just make some circles to loosen up those shoulders. Doesn't that feel good? And 4, and 5, and time is up. Oh my God, I gotta go. Bye.